for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. I hope you're having a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Let's get to it. What is the hot topic that's going on YouTube or Instagram? Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. Thank you for all your love and support.
I don't think people are traumatized by somebody famous and rich because you can't get away from them.
Tiffany Red has written for the likes of Zendaya, Jason Derulo, and Jennifer Hudson. In 2015, she became friends with Cassie while writing songs for her album. At that point, Cassie and Diddy had been together for nearly 8 years. In a lawsuit Cassie filed last month, she detailed the abuse she says Diddy committed, including physical assault. Red says although she did not know about the alleged physical assault while working with Cassie, she did witness verbal abuse on more than one occasion, one of which took place during Cassie's 29th birthday in 2015. Red says Diddy showed up at karaoke, where Cassie and a group of friends were celebrating.
So he had her back into the corner, and he was like cussing her out with his hand in her face.
Later that night, Red, who was staying at Cassie's home, says she awoke to screaming.
He's standing in the living room area, and she's there, and he was like, I don't think people understand what it's like to be traumatized by somebody famous and rich because you can't get away from them.
Tiffany Red has written for the likes of Zendaya, Jason.
So mind you, this is Cassie's friend, Tiffany Red. She tells all in an interview with NBC, she claims Diddy was a monster who forced Cassie to participate in the alleged freak-offs. Let's get to the next clip. I have to do commentary in between so I don't get flagged. Next clip.
Working with Cassie, she did...
There you are. And I just was like, oh, he's talking to me. And I remember, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside. And I remember, looking in his eyes, and I said to him, what did y'all do? Because I could see that she was, really sedated. That was the first time I ever seen her, high before. And then he says, tell your girl... ... And we were like... Well, I mean, he's saying this to me, and I'm like, well, she doesn't have to have sex with you if she doesn't want to. He was upset, I guess that she didn't want to do with him whatever he wanted. I don't know. I don't feel like I could advocate for myself in that moment. I realized, oh, this guy is dangerous.
Red says it was only a few months ago that Cassie told her what was really going on that night in 2015, that it all stemmed from the music executive wanting her...
There you are. And I just was like, oh, he's talking to me. And I remember, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside. And I remember...
That's scary, y'all. This is scary. So Tiffany Red is a writer. She wrote stuff for Cassie. Let's go to the next clip.
And what he called a freak-off against her will.
What did Cassie tell you about these freak-offs? That he would hire these, sex workers. They would have, sex with her.
I may have to stop it, play it. I'm going to end it there because I don't know if let's go to it.
Freak-offs throughout her relationship with Diddy. Red learning recently one horrific detail from Cassie.
She told me the only time he was willing to do anything or work on her music, go through any plans, any of that, was when she had a freak-off. So all of our music, all